Hi students, today I am going to discuss one of the important rearrangement, that is Payne rearrangement. Now we will see what is this Payne rearrangement. So it is a base catalyzed isomerization of two comma 3 epoxy alcohols. So if we take 2,3 epoxy alcohol, then if it is treated with base, then it will undergo isomerization reaction and it is going to take place. There is inversion of configuration at carbon 2. So I will write a general epoxy alcohol. So this is the 2,3 epoxy alcohol, that is 1, 2, 3. And if this epoxy alcohol, if it is treated with a base, then what happens is it will undergo isomerization reaction, or you can call it will undergo rearrangement reaction to form epoxy alcohol. But now if you see, this is 1, 2, 3, this 1, 2, 3 carbon atom. Now you can see at carbon number 2, this is below bond, whereas in this isomer, the bond is on the above the plane. So this rearrangement is known as Payne rearrangement. That is isomerization of 2,3 epoxy alcohol under basic condition, and it is in reversible reaction. So these two isomers will undergo interconversion, and this reaction is also known or also called as intramolecular epoxide ring opening reaction. And you can see whatever the mechanism for this isomerization conversion, it is occurring through addition elimination mechanism. Addition elimination mechanism. So if I write the general reaction or general mechanism, how this addition elimination will take place is, take this 2,3 epoxy alcohol, if it is treated with a base, then this acidic proton will be obstructed and it is going to form an ion. Now this is going to act as a nucleophile and it is going to open the ring, epoxide ring. So that is, it is going to follow SN2 mechanism. So now this ring is going to open and this step will be called addition step. So this nucleophile is going to add, simultaneously there will be elimination, that is there will be ring opening will takes place. So that is, it is going to form O minus O. So after acidification, or it is going to take proton and it is going to form this isomerized 2,3 epoxy alcohol. And this paint rearrangement is stereospecific. Stereospecific in nature. So, and as we know, SN2 reaction is also an stereospecific. So, if we take R, there will be inversion of configuration to S. Similarly, now if I take epoxy alcohol, if it is R enantiomer, then I am going to get S enantiomer. So, that is the meaning of this one, stereospecific in nature. If nucleophile or electrophile is present in the reaction medium, then it is going to react further with nucleophile or electrophile. How it is going to react in presence of nucleophile or electrophile is, suppose if I take this epoxy alcohol, if we treat as with base, and it will form this epoxy alcohol. Now what happens is, if a nucleophile or electrophile is present in the reaction medium, then what happens is, if nucleophile is present, then nucleophile is going to attack this less substituted carbon of the epoxide ring, and there will be ring opening reaction, and it is going to lead to the formation of diols. This OH, and here you can see the nucleophile will be get attacked, and we are going to get 1,2 diols if nucleophile is present. If only base is present means then it will undergo isomerization. Okay, if nucleophile is present, then nucleophile is going to attack at the least substituted carbon atom, and there will be ring opening reaction, and it leads to the formation of 1,2 diol. If electrophile is present, means since we are going to do this reaction in basic medium, so it is going to generate anion, and this anion will be get attacked by the electrophile. So here what happens is, here the electrophile will get attacked. So we are going to get substituted 2,3 epoxy alcohol. So this is in the case of if nucleophile and electrophile is available in the reaction medium, or else there will be isomerization of this 2,3 epoxy alcohol will take place under basic condition. Now we will see the different cases in which this epoxy alcohol will give different products. That is, I have taken the example of simple unsubstituted 2,3 epoxy alcohol. If we consider as case 1, if you take epoxy alcohol like this, there is one R substitution is present in this case. Then what happens if it is treated with a base? Means it will give product like this. As already I mentioned, this is a stereospecific reaction. Now if you consider this R and this CH2, they are trans. So in stereospecific reaction, the static material geometry will be retained in the product formation. So here this OH group and this one is in trans. Okay, suppose if R is cis, So now this is the case of cis isomer. Then if it is treated with base, then what you are going to expect, what you are going to get is, you are going to get, there will be ring opening and there will be formation of epoxide okay, that is, it is going to form epoxide like this, cis, you are going to get cis isomer because the starting geometry will be cis, so it will be retained in the stereo specific reaction. Okay, and here there will be two stereo centers. So now you can see this is also chiral center and this is also chiral center. So if two chiral center is present, then we cannot we can write the strands as erythro. Okay, whereas in this case cis, it is having two chiral centers, it is called trio. Okay, since we are having two chiral centers adjacent, then we can use this convention, that is erythro and trio convention. Suppose if you look at the case 2, if it is di substituted, means if I take this OH, now I am going to have two R groups. Then what happens? Suppose if I take the isomer, here this epoxide will be above, okay, and it is 1, 2, 3. Now it is treated with base. Then these two group, R group, are similar, then there is no question of cis and trans. So in this case, you can expect only the inversion of configuration at C2 carbon. So that is, here this configuration will change after the reaction. Means what happens? First there will be deprotonation, then there will be SN2 mechanism, that is addition followed by elimination, which leads to the formation of RR. So now this OH group will be above, and whatever the epoxide are going to get, it is in the below. So now you can see 1, 2, 3. So at second carbon atom there is inversion of configuration. So there is inversion. Previously in the starting material it is placed above, now it has become below. So if we assign the configuration, so that then we will came to know that there is SN2 reaction and there will be inversion of configuration. And one more case, case 3. You see case 3. If the epoxide, if this is substituted, then what happens? If it is treated with base, then we are going to get this epoxide. So here the driving force will be greater substituted epoxide are favored than least substituted epoxides. How we came to know these two will exist, and what happens if we treat with nucleophile? So this is the starting epoxide. If it is treated with base, then what it is going to form? It is going to form OH. So this is the product. Now if we treat with nucleophile, which will react, which is going to form a diol product, whether this is going to form the diol product or this is going to form the diol product is the question, and the answer is this is going to give the nucleophilic reaction, whereas this is not going to show. Why? Because if we see the energy profile diagram, delta G versus reaction coordinates, it will be like this. It will be like this. So this is for the product. So if we consider the energy profile diagram for this starting material and this epoxide. So this epoxide is having lesser free energy than this one, and if both will react, it is going to lead to the formation of product, that is diol. If the nucleophile is going to attack from this side, then it lead to the formation like this. So if here nucleophilic substitution is somewhat hindered because of the substitution, and it leads to the product OH nucleophile. Okay, but this is preferred because if you see the energy barrier here for this transition state and for this transition state, so there is this much of energy is required to attain this transition state, and this is feasible reaction, so you are going to get this product. So in this conversion, isomerization reaction, these two will be in equilibrium. So if nucleophile is present, means then this will undergo reaction with the nucleophile to a greater extent, and it is going to form highly substituted diol, that is nucleophile will get attacked and you are going to get OH. So this will become a major product, and there is possibility of nucleophilic addition in this case also, but due to requirement of greater amount of energy, so either in this side or this side can attack to form this product, and it is going to be minor. Okay, so this proves there is existence of equilibrium between the epoxides. So and overall we can say it is a epoxide migration will take place. You see the case number 4. In case number 4, if we have epoxide along with a leaving group, your leaving group may be O-tosyl. So if I convert OH to O-tosyl by treating with tosyl chloride, then this is going to be very good leaving group. So then what happens if I treat with nucleophile whether you can expect ring opening, or is there any isomerization. So here straight away there will be nucleophilic substitution reaction will takes place, and you are going to get this one, and this is going to be retention of configuration. So if anyone wants that epoxide, it has to be reacted with nucleophile, but there should be retention of configuration at C2. 1, 2, 3. So here the configuration will remain same. So then instead of keeping OH group, so if I convert that OH group into a better leaving group, then there will be retention of configuration. So if in Payne rearrangement, if they are given a leaving group here, then you should keep in mind that there will be retention of configuration, because there is direct nucleophilic substitution will take place. There won't be any ring opening reaction. Aza-Payne rearrangement. That is, here there will be conversion of epoxide to aziridine. So that rearrangement will be called as Payne rearrangement, and the starting material will be NHR. So instead of OH group, if NH is present, then it is called Aza-Payne rearrangement, and it is base catalyzed reaction. What happens is, here you can see there is epoxide ring. That epoxide ring will be get converted into aziridine ring. So this is aziridine ring. So 3-membered nitrogen containing ring will be called as aziridine, whereas 3-membered oxygen ring is called as oxirane, or you can call it as epoxide. So what happens in Aza-Payne rearrangement is there is conversion or rearrangement from epoxide to aziridine. One more is Thia-Payne rearrangement. Here what happens is conversion of epoxide to thyrenium. Thyrenium ring. That is, sulfur will be in 3-membered ring system. So that is, it is going to form thyrenium cation like ring. 3-membered ring will be formed. So if you take SH, so this is epoxide, and if it is treated with base, and you can see it is not reversible, it is irreversible reaction. It is going to form SH plus OH. So this is thyrenium, and this thyrenium is not that much stable, so it will get easily attacked by the nucleophile and it is going to form a substituted thiol derivative. See the further application of both azapane rearrangement and thiapane rearrangement with nucleophile. Suppose if you take, this is the starting material, if it is treated with base followed by nucleophile, then what happens? Similar case, there will be inversion of configuration at C2 and it is going to form N R. So if it is treated with nucleophile, then you are going to get this product OH NR NHR and nucleophile. So you are going to get this product, amino alcohol derivative. And if you take the starting material thiol SH, if it is treated with base, then it is going to form S thyrenium, and if it is treated with nucleophile, there will be ring opening and it is going to lead to the formation of thioalcohol derivative. Okay, here you can see inversion of configuration. The starting material, it is having above the plane. After the reaction, there will be inversion of configuration. Same in the case of azapane rearrangement reaction. So these are the important aspects of pane rearrangement. Thank you.